Okay, says we're live. Got on the laptop. Record. Good evening, YouTube. Hope you guys had a good work week. I only had a 5-day work week this time. 6-day work week coming up next, which is gonna suck. Sure, a couple of you guys might be confused right now because last week I said I was going to be playing Resistance Fall of Man. And that's something I'm still going to do, but unfortunately, as I was getting set up for tonight's stream, I discovered an issue with my capture card. Evidently, the PS3 is coded so that the capture card doesn't pick it up for whatever reason. And I tried a couple of solutions to bypass that feature, but unfortunately it didn't work, so I'm going to have to order a splitter in order to get around that, which I'm not going to get until the 18th. So once I have that, we'll get into Resistance. But for now, we're going to jump ahead on the schedule and talk about a game that I already talked about quite a bit, actually. So the first video I did for the stream was Red Steel, which, how long ago was that? Like maybe 3 weeks ago? And if you watched that, you may remember that I said that Red Steel wasn't a particularly good game. I mean, it's fine. I played worse, believe me. But for a first-person shooter on the Wii, it was pretty mediocre. But it did do really well at retail. It sold over 1 million units, and it was made relatively cheaply too. So they told the team to work on a sequel, and for the sequel, they wanted to, expand the combat, make it, put the swordplay in there more, as opposed to it just being mostly a shooter where you inexplicably have to stop the sword fight. But I just got a notification from a friend that my audio mic is screwed up. Let's see if I can fix that real quick. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hope that sounds better. I was playing with it earlier because since this is a Wii game with motion controls, I'm going to have to play with the microphone up so you guys can hear me play. Bit of distance between me. What was I saying earlier? Anyway, so Red Steel did well enough to get a sequel, and they wanted to improve upon what they had with the first game, but they ran into all kinds of difficulties with it. So, and because of that, Ubisoft wasn't too keen on releasing the game. But then Wii Motion Plus was shown off, and when Ubisoft got their hands on it, they realized they could make whatever they had in mind work. So they implemented that. It came out in, I want to say 2009, 2010. It came out around the time when Wii Motion Plus was introduced, which was around the time when Skyward Sword came out. I don't remember this game getting a lot of press at the time. Again, people just didn't really care a great deal for Red Steel 2, and I didn't really care a lot about it too. I came across this game at a game shop during my college years, and I bought it on a whim, but I absolutely loved it. I thought it was really good for what it was, and it's always been kind of special to me because of that. This has always been one of those games that I've loved in isolation, and I don't know, it just feels kind of personal to me. That's kind of why I named my blog after it. And I'm not trying to be some kind of gatekeeper here. That sounds like a pretentious statement. My whole thing with this live stream is I want to encourage you guys to play the games I love, or at least give them a try. Which is why I don't play the game start to finish. I want to encourage you guys to do that yourself. So I'm really excited to showcase this for you guys. If you enjoy this video, like and subscribe. I will try to do these live streams every week, and please excuse any issues with sound quality and whatnot, because I am kind of learning as I go. without further ado, let's get started with Red Steel 2. Okay, so looks like you guys can still hear me. Always want to put on this strap for a good reason because, again, I have lost TVs that way. Testing, just making sure. Maybe turn that mic up just a tiny bit. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Decent market quality, I guess. Ubisoft tends to vary in what they make. Okay, so right off the bat, the title screen is a lot better than the first game. Aside from the fact that, you can actually see the TV there, whereas with the original Red Steel, it just tended to get lost. Just the way it's silhouetted against the background there, it's just gorgeous, and that Western twang, it really sets the tone for what they're going for with this game. Ooh, now that looks great, doesn't it? In case you didn't know, this is where I got the artwork for my banner on the YouTube channel and everything. And it's just so cool. I love what they did with the art style here. I forgot to put an hour on the clock here. And that music too, is so bad. This game does use Wii Motion Plus, so you do have to calibrate it. It is what makes this game work. Oh man, I'm buzzard food. That's not a way I want to start. I apologize if that video quality isn't terribly clean. I am recording directly off of Wii here. Alright, so obviously we got a totally different setting here compared to the first Red Steel game. Red Steel concerned, the Yakuza, you're mostly going through urban environments, but here we are in a desert, what is weirdly enough a combination of Wild West, feudal Japan, and Mad Max. So it's really a sequel in name only, and there's nothing wrong with that because, again, Red Steel wasn't particularly popular. And let's be real, this is way cooler than the realistic setting they had in the first game. I love the hell out of here. Not sure how my guy got into this though. Let's make for an exciting intro though.
I think he's still alive.
Not for long.
This dude must have some hardcore leathers on if he's surviving this, because if you were to be dragged through the desert and then on concrete like this, you would not have survived at this point. Especially if you have a motorcycle coming into your face, which, if I'm not mistaken, can weigh upwards of a ton depending on how much metal there is. But yeah, dude, I remember playing this for the first time and just saying to myself, I am into this. Oh, the style is so cool. disappoints me I can't wear my hat while I'm playing this, but for whatever reason, whenever I play Wii games with my Bluetooth on, it interferes with the sensors on the mode, and that causes everything to get screwed up.
I'm gonna cut your throat with your own katana. Ain't that poetic?
Did you just get him by the nuts?
You'll pay for that! Blood!
Your blood, right?
Boss! Whoa! What the hell happened? Find that SOB!
Nice little hanky. And
I got gold for the man that brings me his skin!
alright, so first thing to talk about in the game is controls. And right away, this feels a lot better than the first Red Steel game. Like the aiming just feels a lot smoother, and your arm's not doing that weird thing where it goes all over the screen. And I actually really do like how the shooting looks here.
Come on out and play!
The gun handling, I mean.
Where is he?
See, revolvers, or at least like old school revolvers, they were what's called a single action weapon, so every time you wanted to fire the gun, you have to cock the hammer back. And what people realized in those days was if you were to hold down the trigger and cock the hammer back, you could fire the gun rapidly. So what guys would do is they would hold the trigger with one hand, and then they cock the hammer back with their other hands, and that became known as what's called a feigning gun. That's why in a lot of westerns you see guys pull out the gun and then, you know, aim with one hand and then cock back the hammer with their other hand.
Let me go! Ain't gonna happen!
For the record, that's really bad for the gun, and it's also really hard to do. Shooting also feels a lot better too. Mostly because he got that great big crosshair. In the original Red Steel, you only had a...
Shut up, you geezer! Nobody out there but our guys!
like that tiny dot. That made precision a little difficult, but just having that great big crosshair on there, that makes it a lot easier to sort of go from shot to shot.
Don't let him escape.
Howdy, boys.
So, you've come to save us all.
It's nice to see you, too.
You still have poor timing. And I see that you've lost your sword. That's just great. For now, take mine. But don't lose it! Come!
Alright, so far everything seems to be improved a great deal. But another good thing about Red Steel is that, unlike the first game where you'd just be going around long gunning people down, and then suddenly, for whatever reason, have to stop and do a sword fight, here, you can go between the sword and the gun at your own discretion. Alright, let's be here. Just need to get in a good position to do this. A horizontal strike. loading sphere. One second, guys. Probably gonna recalibrate this. Alright, let's try this again. That's better. Okay, so just learn the basics of the swordplay here. It's been a while since I played this, so this is a good refresher. Again, a lot of people tend to really hate push controls. For good reason, because if done poorly, they can absolutely ruin a game. But if you actually take the time to figure out how it all works, or how to make it work, it can actually be a good deal of fun. And I would generally say that Red Steel 2 is a good example of that. When this game came out, it did
you have
get
not
a lot
forgotten all you have been taught. Good. I should welcome you back to Colterra. But I will not. Your clan was right to banish you. But it seems you are all we have. Since the Jack...
Why exactly did they banish
We
me?
have not heard from the other Kusagari. You are...
Who are the Kusagari?
I have a communicator inside. Take it. Speak with Tamiko. Yes, the same Tamiko. She is helping us. Try to do the same.
Yeah, this is a completely new setting, and one thing it's lacking is some kind of exposition dump. I don't know who the Kusagari are. I don't know why my character was banished. And I don't know who this Tamiko is, yet the game is acting like I should know what all that is. And it's not a matter of did you play the first game or not, because again, this is a sequel name only, so like, that's one of the problems with Red Steel 2. Like, its story just doesn't have much to it. Anyway, let's get a move on.
Hello? Finally, a Kusagari. Where have you guys been? The Jackals rode in last night and overran the city. Most of the comm towers are down, so I have no way of finding out what they're up to. I've been broadcasting transmits. John has everything posted on his board.
Alright.
I got a call from someone near your location. Listen to this.
Tamiko, the Jackals that were harassing that Kusagari, they're headed for Jan's dojo. Be careful.
Get ready, Kusagari. And stay alive. We need you.
If I'm not mistaken, that means it's time to Legion slaying. Let's get to it. Yeah, this is how they do the loading screens here. Yeah, if he's at a distance, I'm gonna try to shoot him first. Headshot. There we go. Yeah. Like, do a finisher
Sorry,
with
I'm
those
a
motion
snack.
controls. That just feels
Trash.
great.
Was sloppy. He must trick.
Final man. Open the door, please. Time for more training. Gotcha. I gotta tell you, that feels really good. Yeah, I've heard it before. Return to the dojo. I keep forgetting I don't have arm rest on. Alright, what's my next job?
Here's a transmit from Judd. Caldera Sheriff.
Judd?
Listeners,
I didn't know he was in this
Jackals
game.
and Jack, looting and burning in the upper city. There's federal gold for bringing them in.
Please don't go
Dead or alive.
Here's a transmit from Judd.
Alright, let's get to it. So the game has sort of a pseudo-open world, I guess you could say. And that you have an area which you can explore. Yeah. Bring it on, tough guy. What you got? Got a little bit of room to explore, but not a whole lot.
The town is ours! Yeah!
Gongala! Could have swore there were 3 of them. Talking about general design. Ah, there it is.
Kill the Kusagari!
Take out this guy first. Just can't go. Just finding you can't go swinging the Wii remote around like a madman, otherwise you're gonna run into issues. Jackals.
I can't be beat!
That fact now. He went down pretty easily, nonetheless. We're headed back. Let's see what's up here. It does pay to look around because that's how you find money for starters, which can be spent on different sword techniques as well as new weapons. And it's also how you find ammo too. So you saw right there, I had a box with a revolver on it, so I remember how I reload. Ah, there, that button. So aside from the fact that the art direction
Well, you have defeated
get
a
interrupted.
powerful foe. A life of wandering has not softened you much. I am but
Smartass.
a simple swordsmith, but the Kusagari Code binds even me.
Really?
For this victory, I must teach you something new. Approach
What
my
is that?
forge.
So if you're gonna play this game, one pro tip I must recommend is focusing your funds on the Kusagari arts, because it gives you more options in the sword fights. And when you get to later points in the game where enemies get real complex in regards to how you beat them, having those options is instrumental in figuring out how to beat them. And for the record, that's a gorgeous image right there. That was my wallpaper on my PC for so many years. Alright, what do we got here? The trigger rush. Okay, so have to be stabbed. Gotcha. Have to be stabbed. It's like a love tap. Again, it just feels really good to do that. It feels like you're actually delivering the death blow yourself. Which maybe I shouldn't enjoy so much. But I mean, that's part of why this game is so much fun to play, if you ask me. Yeah, motion controls, they can be great. You just gotta take the time to make sure they work properly. And yes, they can be a bit finicky in this game, but for the most part, they do work just fine. What's next, John?
This is Judge. Jackals have me pinned down in the old saloon. I don't know how much longer I can hold out.
We've got to help him.
Hang on, Judd. Help's on the way. Not terribly long loading times, but still. Bueno, yes, I want to continue. So in regards to the art direction in this game, the Wii was obviously underpowered compared to the other consoles at the time, the PS3 and Xbox 360. And a lot of people like to hate on it for that, but in a lot of ways it was a strength. The style at the time was triangle break perspective. Doing that wrong. most games where the game tried to go for realism, but on the Wii, more often than not, you had guys trying to go for stylization instead, and this is a really good example of it. The cel-shaded look they got going here just fits the game like a glove. Let's light something out. Ooh, big boss. Big Bill. Oh, Bill! Bring it on, tough guy. Yeah, that ain't doing much. Bring it on. Come on. Yeah. There's something in my way there. Get behind me. Come on. Good time to glow, big guy. Whoa. Yeah! What you got? Alright. That made me thirsty. Let's go have a drink. You see how my brother Judd's doing? How hard is it to open a door, dude?
About time you boys showed up.
Oh wait, man, you're not Judd.
Bullets.
You must be Judd with an extra D.
It's just you, huh? Well, I'll be. I never thought I'd see you again, son.
Again, he's talking to me
You
like I
believe
should
this
know him.
cigar is an old friend of ours, darling.
I remember when I played this for the first time, I thought I was missing
Oh, no.
something with the story here, which is
Get out.
why I ended up playing the first
Judd, I
game.
need some help here.
Anyway,
Hurry!
Damn it! Those jackals lay a hand on her. Listen, son. Tamiko's in a shop across town. I'd come with you, but with this leg, well, I'll only slow you down. Your communicator there should open the security locks. Get going. That girl needs your help.
why do I get the sense you're a lazy lawman? What we got here? And say this is necessary motion controls. Screw it. Any weapons? Any ammo? Doesn't look like it. Wait. I think that was the wrong door. Oh well, I can go this way. But yeah, I love the graphics in this game. The colors are just great. And again, you got that great art style. The first Red Steel had a general theme of East meets West, but it was very superficial. Here, they actually do something really cool with that concept, and I think it works wonders. This game is so much more memorable than the first Red Steel game. Alright, Degens, I know you're out there. Where you at? Ah, there you are. Now, it might help if you guys focused on one gun instead of, trying to duel them like jackasses. Me talking like I actually know how to use guns. Naturally, I'm a terrible shot. Again, was there a ninja on? Nintendo Wii? Or is that something they only put on, what was it? The Kinect?
Come on out! We won't hurt ya! Much!
Hey guys.
Wait to get my hand.
Boom. Where's my damn crosshair? Alright, let's go see who this Tamika person is. Which way am I supposed to go? This way. I actually know who this character is. I'm really just trying to keep the conversation going here. I thought of what I was going to say for
Thanks.
Resistance, but I hadn't
Thanks a
thought about
lot.
what I would say about
Where have you
this
guys
game
been?
as much.
Oh my god. I never thought we'd see you again. Not after what the
Okay,
Colonel
did
did.
anyone else find it weird that
Wait.
the
Where's the
Asian
katana?
tech babe here
The Sora katana.
sounds like a Southern Belle?
lost it. The jackals had it.
That's bad. Then we take it back. Let's get started.
Ha, let's. Okay, any new Kusagari arts? Yes. The guillotine, I like the sound of that. You have purchased. So your basic moves trigger the guillotine. Okay. So I guess it's kind of like a horse cut technique. Where you leap into the air and build up as much momentum as you can with gravity. Put your head down like you're disappointed in me, old man. Yeah. Thank you. Work up a sweat playing this game. I feel like that's why a lot of people don't like motion heavy games like this. God forbid you get some exercise while you play a video game. You ever play Resident Evil in VR? That is so friggin' awesome, but you're moving around so much. Can't play that sitting down. There's another one up here. A devastating. Ooh, you definitely want this one. There we go. You saw earlier me getting dogpiled by enemies. This sort of fixes that. If you can get it to work right. Again, motion controls are a touch finicky here. That is part of the problem, though. It's probably because I got interference from this thing, too. So it's kind of hard to stream Wii games like this. So a subtle movement will do it. How many times am I going to do this? Ha! That felt great. One thing, you know, that would actually be a cool feature if they ever did a Red Steel 2. Like, after you do a fight, like, actually have an instant replay where you see your character from a third-person perspective. That would be really cool. Alright, let's get a move on here. What's the next job?
That biker gang destroyed the primary comm tower. There's a backup near you, Tamiko, but they're going for that one next.
If we can get the primary tower working, I can find out what's happening in the rest of the city.
That biker
Again with the
destroyed the primary...
Not terribly exciting loading screen, I will admit. Like, don't do something like this if it's not instantaneous. Hey, what's up, big guy? That wasn't so hard. Alright, wait. Oh, more degens. Boom boom. Yeah. All right. Stuff up. Get myself some ammo. There's one thing I've learned from playing so many. Not great. More of this. Let's see if this works. See, something like this, I don't typically mind, but it feels really gimmicky.
Great.
It doesn't really add
Back
to
online.
gameplay in any meaningful way.
Wow. You better get back here. I think we're in trouble.
That's an understatement. Oh, I remember there being shiny here. Ooh-la. I just really love how he's standing the gun. That's just really cool to me. I want to finish him a little bit. This makes the gun handling feel really satisfying. Good thing though, they got all this futuristic technology and everything that they would have double action revolvers by now. Or semi-auto pistols. Then again, if you use a semi-auto pistol, you can't do that badass gun twirl. You should never do that with a semi-auto pistol. That's a good way to blow a hole in yourself. Really, you shouldn't be twirling the gun around anyway. A gun isn't a toy.
I swear, every jackal for 1,000 miles must be in Caldera. The upper city's completely occupied. I can't raise anyone at all in the lower city.
Yeah, can you tell I don't
It's like
really
the whole city's
enjoy this game for the story? Definitely the weaker aspects of the game,
This is my home. I'm not deserting it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm glad you came back to us when you did. Thanks.
Right. What's next? You got any new art for me? Doesn't look like it. What about sword upgrades? I'll take a damage upgrade, please.
I just intercepted a jackal communication. Listen.
The trucks stay here, boss! Now we're talking. We're taking the townies food and water. Ditch, Tooth, Lupus, take them trucks and raid the storage silos. That'll shut them up.
That's Payne, their leader. Fella's about as charming as dysentery.
We have to stop them.
You ever play the Oregon Trail? I remember one of my teachers told me about when you played the Oregon Trail, it encourages you to use the name of your family members to name your party. And he tells me freaking out as a kid. Oh, that's a holdover off. Cool. You remember that. So I guess I gotta destroy the trucks. Yeah. I see some lockers over here. I better raid those. It's nice if there's something of a lock-on system in these games. Like most of the time, your movement, your camera is controlled by the pointer, and with swinging the sword around, that can be a little finicky. So being able to actually lock the camera on an enemy, that is a vital feature here. And really, if you were going to make a shooter on Wii to begin with, because that just makes it a whole lot easier to, for strafing. You don't have to fumble with the camera.
There's plenty more trucks on this side of town. Could use some help.
I've marked the way to the market district on your map.
Head there now. Oh, this is looking very suspicion. There are bad guys afoot, and there are. Ooh, headshot, sweet. Okay, I just can't think of another game that makes you feel like a badass gunslinger more than this game. Even more so than maybe Red Dead Redemption. Okay, maybe not that much, but still.
want proof this time!
I could live with that. Love the music in this game too, it's just so awesome. Again, didn't really need motion controls for that. Huh, I feel like there's some enemies ready to ambush me. Yep. If I remember correctly, there's a quick time right here. Since he probably uses motion controls, it's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass.
Last Kusagari. 12 down, 1 to go.
Yeah, like all of us. Effective strategy. Not effective.
Your mother hits harder.
Don't you talk about my mother! Excuse me, I'd like to drive. Woo! Okay, I will admit that was actually kind of cool.
Dead man, you hear me? Dead! I'm gonna split you in half! I'm gonna break all your bones! Twice!
Doesn't that seem a little redundant or split me in half and then break all my bones?
Hey, that fella's ugly good bone deep. That brute has our Sora katana?
You have to be back.
Damn it! They're attacking my station. Come get me, you yellow belly yahoos! Come get me, you yellow belly yahoos!
I think the sound just stuttered there. Did you guys hear that? That wasn't the capture card, that was something else. Ooh, more bad guys. Yeah! I like it when stuff blows up. Whoa, this is really good. What's up? Dude, come here. Dance around. One more. There's so many of these guys. 7 less now. I really hope my kids don't turn out. Whoa. Nice. Whoa. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Need to take that card out first. That's usually how most of the enemy encounters go. It is slightly repetitive, but not damningly so. They do start throwing in different enemy types towards the end of the
Can't
game.
rightly figure what these
That's
clowns
like
are doing here in the first place. Looting the whole city ain't Jackal
Where are
MO.
we at on time?
More like desert scavengers.
Oh, not even an hour
Robbing
in.
trains, hijacking trucks, that's more their speed. Something strange here, you ask me.
I know, this Wild
leave
West
the
town,
figurant to
so
me,
crazy.
folks. Well, I'm gonna go hunting for some trouble. I'll keep in touch over the high band. Help yourself to any supplies you need.
I appreciate that, old man. What kind of guns you got? Ooh, a twin barrel saw. A long arm. Think I'll go with accuracy. Don't want to spend all your money on weapon upgrade because you need to save your money for the Kusagari arts. Alright, what you got to teach me this time, man? Break low means strong attack. Tilt parry. Gotcha. Come on. You gotta hold it in a specific way. It's also kind of cool how some of the sounds come out of Emo too. A lot of tutorials in this game. There are many games like this, so it is kind of necessary. Okay. Let's get loose. Alright, there's the door. Gotta sit through this loading time again. I know I keep saying it, but dude, the art here is just so freaking
The Jackals
cool.
are using Rojo House as a base. If you activate the Marketplace comm tower, I'll hack the security system to get you inside.
Can do. No idea what you just said, but I'm pretty sure the game will put me in the right direction. Open sesame! Worth a shot. Remember when that used to be a truck? Wow. Catching that.
Those drones are old model T-58s.
The Jackals have military hardware? Oh, this just keeps getting better.
Alright, so cool. Guess I need to climb up here. Oh. You see that? How would you not want to push that button?
online. Try to hack the Rojo house front gate. I'll call you back.
She said get back, so I'm just gonna head back. Not a whole lot of reason to explore. It's kind of why I never really liked this sort of semi-open world deal. Games like this, Darkness and Deus Ex do. Like, if you don't have a reason to be open world, just make it a linear experience for crying out loud. There's nothing wrong with that.
When you were sent away, I told your master you were unfit to wear the coat of the Kusagari. He didn't listen. Prove me wrong. Reclaim the ancestral weapon of your clan. Outcast or not, you are still Kusagari.
And I know they say respect your elders and
What
whatnot, but
Kusagari
that
blew up
master
half
really
our
is an
truck?
asshole.
Get out there and stop him. I ain't leaving this rat hole empty-handed.
There's one more comm tower inside Rojo house.
Just let me get on with it. Thank you, Scarlet. Now, let's get a move on that. I guess maybe the reason you do this semi-open world, because it does save you on having to spend resources making new levels and whatnot. Still, my point still stands. And it doesn't really hurt the game, it's fine. Ooh! Oh, do not press means press right away. What's up, boys? Ooh, big cost. Alright, big guy, let's do this. One touch I really like is after you finish an enemy encounter, you get that sick western chord, and then your character either does the cool gun twirl or sheaths his sword. It's awesome. Fun! Wonder if you guys can hear the Wii trying to read the disc. Haven't I been here before? I have. I went backwards. Wait, no. Oh, I need to go this way.
Main gate's hacked. Careful.
Alright, boys. For the record, they tried to kill
You're
me
to the
first.
back of my bike again. That was fun. Pretty slick fighting, hero. You're the ballerina. You got a pretty face under there to match. Come and get me.
Oh, so many jokes I could make, but I'm not going to because they would be beneath me. I want to try to keep things at least a little bit classy on here. Where's he from here? I think this way. Yeah. Wah, wah, wah. Ooh, this looks real nice, doesn't it? Money. Money, money, money. Money is the root of all evil today. I mean, there is some truth to that, but, you know, money is kind of how I can pay to do stuff like this. There you go. This is the last comm tower. Might as well, since I'm here.
See what's happening in the lower city. I'm not sure what I'm seeing. It looks like... Are those military? They're not jackals, that's sure. Give me a little time on this.
Why do I get the sense it's not anything good? Where's my crosshair? Alright, big guy, just you and me now. You really want to blow up right now, dude? The bigger they are, the harder they fall. If any of you guys get that reference, you got good taste in TV. Gonna resist. Alright, I think we're here for a boss fight. Yep. Why do I get the sense you don't know how to do that thing? Hey! No, he does. Nah. Okay, so... Okay, so you get him out Hey, that's not fair. I ain't got buddies. Give me my crosshair! across here getting lost like that. Yes, I know who it is. Just let me fight it.
Don't kill me. Please, this isn't my gig. Somebody else is calling the shots.
Of course they are.
Help me!
Do that.
Shinjiro! His name is Shinjiro! I didn't do nothing to you, man.
Oh yeah? Then where are my clansmen?
Oh, they're
Good
dead!
point.
And I'm gonna kill you too, you coward! I'm gonna bleed you dry!
You know, he died as he lived, making threats that were empty. Alright, got myself a kick-ass sword now as I'm headed back to the shack.
He has retrieved the sword.
That is a huge relief.
Don't you figure getting the town back on its feet is a mite bit more important than a family heirloom?
I agree.
And an heirloom.
He's right. The metal in that sword is unlike anything else we've studied.
You think the sword is what the bad guys are looking for?
Probably.
Good to know. Son, keep a hand on that sword. Me, I'm gonna see if I can rustle up some trouble in the lower city.
Always rustling up some trouble. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Okay, so I just go this way now. Where's the button? There's no button. And I just love looking at this game. It's just such an awesome setting. I could have swore I opened this box over here already. Of course I can't hit it though, because I'm a lousy shot. And I'm pretty sure my headset is still screwing with the Wiimote. If anyone knows the solution to that problem, please let me know. I did push the button, didn't I? Yeah, I just slow. Wow, Wild West Waker. It's more modern, doesn't it? A lot of people will call this steampunk. I call it Weird West or Neo West, I guess would be a more fitting one. Obviously, this stuff isn't powered by Steam.
You have defeated another mighty foe. You expect that I will reveal more secrets of the Kusagari?
Yes.
Fine. Have it your way. I will show you the eagle.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. Use the eagle, not easily. Okay. Woo! Okay. Gotcha. Alright. Back to work. Why would you design a door like that anyway? Hey, that's a little detail. Look at the little bugs flying around there. That's kind of cool. And again, just the subtle contrast. Like, this looks like something out of the Wild West, yet you have something that's obviously modern. They didn't really have electricity in those days, obviously. They had a little bit, but not a lot.
I've been looking into this Shinjiro that Payne mentioned. Looks like he wasn't lying to you. Someone else is calling the shots. The scene of the attack is near the Kusagari Tower in Lower Caldera. We should head to the lower city. The roads are all blocked, but there's an old freight elevator that might do the trick.
I love how she keeps saying we. I'm the one doing all the work. There's not even anyone else in this town aside from that stupid sheriff. Load. Another truck, or is that one blew up? Yeah, that one went boom. Ooh, box. I really should have checked to see if they had any more Kusagari Arts to teach. Okay, that looks really hokey, doesn't it? Look at that. That is not. Those are some horrible fire effects right there, but what can you do? This game is overachieving as is for the Wii, so I'll cut it some slack. Got that cool rear attack move, but I'm having a hard time remembering how to do it. It's like a fighting game. You gotta remember all the inputs. Because there's no ethical problem with shooting them. Dude, just use your hands. Boom! Sweet. Aw, man, there were more barrels I could have shot at here. Okay, that was very clearly glitching out, wasn't it? gonna see what's up here first. I know I could just save ammo, but it's just really fun to shoot that revolver. Just the sound effect, the movement of the hand. It's really satisfying. It's tiny details, you know. I want to reward for ammo for going off the beaten path there. Now this is a cool design right here. These shrine gates being used in conjunction with the spring elevator. That's just really
Can you see the Kusagari Tower from there?
A blind man could not miss it.
I'm sure that the tower is where we'll find this Shinjiro, whoever he is.
Can't wait.
Well, I assume the generator is going to get skewered. What now? Back to me. It's Egan's. Try to see. Yeah! Oh, yeah! Woo! Want some too, buddy? Let's see that again. Yeah! Yeah! Again, I guarantee that wouldn't be anywhere near as satisfying if, you know, it was just pushing a button to do it. Alright, where they at? Oh, there you go. Oh, this guy is pissed. Alright, buddy, your turn now. I'm not taking him seriously. Alright, let's see if we can find ourselves some ammo. So, like, things people complained about when this game was new. Obviously, they complained about the motion controls getting spazzed out. Which, again, the reason I'm having so much trouble here, I feel, is because of my headset interfering with the Wiimote. But apart from that and a lackluster story, very few of the complaints I found were very justified. Like, one of the things I remember people complaining about was the fact that the game didn't have multiplayer. I'm like, what? So, the shooter isn't any good, it doesn't have multiplayer. I mean, this was the era of Call of Duty Modern Warfare, so I guess I kind of get that, but... Dude. Let's see what this game is trying to do. Honestly, every time I play this, I could care less that it doesn't have multiplayer. It doesn't really need it. toys. I'll get children's toys, stuff like that. Damn. Wrist strap keeps coming off. I've got one of the older Wii modes, so it doesn't have that clip that keeps it in place. Should really look into having that replaced. Come on. Get a move on. There's justice to be had, degens to die. Alright, big guy, let's do this. Oh, another one? Nah. Jeez, guys. Can't two people have a private moment anymore? Come on. Yeah. Alright. And I'm raking in cash right now, aren't I? I guess that's the Kusagari Tower, right? Oh, there's more. Something I can shoot. Where can I shoot? Now see. This one's one.
Why haven't we seen any other Kusagari, John? Where are they?
Dead.
If they live, they are fighting our enemies, Tamiko. But I have no answer for you.
I never noticed the light in there in the distance before. That's a neat touch. Ah. Not cool, dude. Twirl them again. I guess they forgot to roll out the welcome mat. Oh, welcome soon. Up to it. Yeah! Try that again. Woo! Opened up the door. very familiar to that first part of town. Like maybe a little more. Oh! Ah, that run cycle is hokey, isn't it? Might as well follow him. I think we're about to get a new enemy type here, if I remember correctly. Or that could happen. You guys missed. Headshot. It is like there's no platform in this game, but it's nice that they highlight this stuff for you, so you're always on a pretty good path. This game is all about the combat, so it's nice that they don't screw around with overly complex level design or anything like that. But dude, that's just sick right there. Alright, who wants something? Like, when you get into the flow of combat and everything's working the way it's supposed to, like, it's just one of the most satisfying things ever. Ah, here's a new enemy type for you. The guitar, is that what that I mean by having options in a sword fight? Those Kusagari arcs shouldn't live without them. Boy, no return. I really need to get a good clip for this. This keeps coming out of place. It's funny how all the issues they had with the Wii, losing your grip on it is what they didn't think about in development.
It's just a story. There's no Katakara clan anymore.
No? Good.
Katakara, that's how that was.
I will become a gardener.
Oh, he's got okay. Maybe I should get myself a Tommy gun next time I'm at the shop. I should have the money for it right now. Let's see. This way. If it was there, it's like someone's already come through here. Definitely a more Eastern vibe right here. Some really good color choices too. The red on white is pretty cool. There's some glitching right there though. I never said this game was perfect presentation, but it is on the Wii.
That gate's gonna be a problem. I'll work on finding a way through. You go find Judd.
You watching this, Judd? I'm gonna have you on here to play Advance Wars, Star Wars. Not Star Wars, Star Fox. Oh, play some Star Fox games, Star Wars games too. Why not? Why do you keep running, dude? Oh, that's why. If I tried this. That didn't work. It's just kind of convenient that he has scarring on his back that shows where his weak point is. You know, that kind of says something. In any kind of discipline that involves swords, scars on the back are considered a sign of weakness because it implies you ran away from the fight. That was something the Spartans especially believed in. They didn't trust anyone who had scarring on the back. Particularly in their discipline, they did not believe in running from fights.
Darling.
I'm heading down now. I'll call you when I'm there.
Where are we at on time?
I figure. Whole city's crawling with
25 minutes.
They got themselves holed up around the Kusagari Tower.
Not that I'm not enjoying myself, but playing this game does wear you out a little bit.
It looks like a clan.
I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm not in the best of shape myself.
Your people got the worst end of it. I'm gonna go pick a fight or two. Jian's waiting for you. You should probably head on out back. See you around.
See, there goes my controls passing out again. Tommy gun. My one true love. It's so beautiful. Yeah.
So, you again prove yourself in combat. I am beginning to think you returned simply to embarrass me.
I feel like he's giving me sass.
Must I now wallow in shame to satisfy you? Well, not in this lifetime. Step forward, Kusagari, and learn the way of the tiger.
Okay. Show what you got. Okay. Yeah, Tommy gun.
I made it to my hideout. There's a jackal pack outside. Help.
I'm coming.
I tell you what, everyone in this game except for the character I'm playing as seems to be useless. I guess it's that Kusugari thing they're talking about. Ooh, that's nice. Ha! They didn't stand a chance, did they? Better save that Tommy gun, though. I want to laugh like Freckle and Lackadaisy. By the way, if you haven't seen Lackadaisy yet, check that out. That is a fantastic short. Fantastic comic book, too. I can't believe my friends read that for so many years and didn't think I would enjoy it. Howdy, boys! I don't remember. Have I said Goomba at any point during this? I didn't say that when I played melee combat games. What's up here? Up the wall, like Spider-Man. Living on the edge, fighting spinning west, moving from lifeless. Why am I singing that song? That's the worst one. The show's great, but I don't like that theme song. Can't wait till we get to some Spider-Man here on the vlog stream. Probably gonna start with the PlayStation 1 game. Want to have my buddy Willie on the show for that. I don't think he's played those games. He'd enjoy him. He's a big Spider-Man guy. Bring it on, boys. Hey guys, guess what? I got a Tommy gun too. Might as well. Going, woo! While I'm playing this, I need to stop doing that. It's probably annoying people. Pretty sure you're not supposed to use a sword like that. What we got here? Who to shoot first? I'm gonna go with. Oh man, I thought he was dead. Shoot at me. Securing the resistance. Is this really all the resistance amount to? A useless old sword instructor, a lawman with a bad knee, and a Asian tech babe who for some reason sounds like a Southern Belle. Yep. Ain't nothing gonna stop us. Man, these doors take forever to open.
Thanks. Again. I was worried there. Hey, wait.
Sure you were.
I saw something weird on the way down.
Shoot a gun,
Some
lady.
jackals were standing in the street, and they were just shouting at people to stay inside.
What's weird about that?
I'm not sure. I think it was the way they were standing. Like they were on guard duty or something. They looked bored.
Oh my god.
Seen a bored jackal.
You think the Katakara are using them? Like, to buy time?
Time? For
More
what?
like bait.
I'm going to find out.
Alright, looks like we got some new Kusagari arts. Quick and precise shot combined with the dash weapon. I like the sound of that. That felt good. I was pistol whipping them instead of using the sword though. Just kind of randomly going from your gun to your sword. But that really is a big improvement over the original game where you would just randomly stop and engage in a sword fight for really no reason other than honor, I guess. Which, in that situation, is just completely silly. Yep. Getting into, swinging your sword around an opponent's guard. Keep in mind, this game came out before Skyward Sword did. Now, to be fair, I would say that Skyward Sword did this kind of thing better, seemed more responsive. Red Steel 2 did kind of have a beat. In regards to this kind of sword play here. Yeah, I know. Well, it is debatable as to whether or not Skyward Sword is actually better than this game. I want to say it is, but I always regarded Skyward Sword as one of the weaker Zelda games. I just have a lot of issues with that game. It always felt a little too linear. A lot of it felt bloated too. There was a good deal of fat that I felt could have been trimmed. But I remember the swordplay itself being really good. Particularly that one boss. You remember the golden one with all the arms? What did I just buy? Wasn't reading. 2 basic moves triggered the Matador. Is it any different from what I've been doing? When you see an enemy, horizontal swing, finish indicator. Okay, that was cool. Man, those Kusagari birds really eat through the cash fast, don't they? What do we got here? Kusagari powers. The eagle. Oh, that's nothing I can buy. Oh, maybe I can. Let's see. Let's go. Let's see what the eagle has. I'll go with the damage upgrade. Always been more of a do it in one hit kind of
Figure out
guy.
when that tower gate opens, I'm gonna need to do some hacking. Unfortunately, the local comm tower is down.
Yeah, go turn it on. Because no one else is capable of pushing a button. What is this, the Jetsons? Again, how many people are gonna get that reference? I remember Jetson's job was essentially just to push a button. Go out in the world and take our chances. Fate is just the weight of circumstances. That's the way that lady love dances. Roll the bones. God, that looks so cool. What's that pointing me towards exactly? That spot's still glitching. If I get closer. Oh, weird. I'll upgrade these things again. Reminds me of an enemy from Star Fox. That guy wasn't too tough. Oh, more of them. Okay. Note to self. Okay, that's not gonna work here. That bad spot here. Yeah! Alright, just go me now, guy. I really hope you guys didn't just hear me fart on camera. Because that's... Oh, damn, why'd I do that? Versus diet.
I'm in! You are awesome. Now let's find out how to get that gate open.
Guess I'm going this way. If you notice, I'm waiting for him to jump before I shoot. And that's one of the things about this game. Like, if you know certain points in how a character attacks, then you can just blow through these enemies pretty quickly. It's almost like a character action game, like Devil May Cry or God of War in a sense, just from a first-person perspective and with motion controls.
Jackpot. Says here, Kusagari Temple Gate is controlled by an ancient switch. The switch is hidden in La Puerta Aqua. The old water gardens. That's great news. The door to the gardens is right nearby. People keep trying to call.
And why do I get the sense those gardens are going to be full of... deadly agents. Open the door and let me in! I'm really getting tired of these loading screens, and I'm sure you guys are too. Guess it's the way of the gardens. You know what? That's kind of cute, isn't it? Kind of reminds me of the booze from the ghost from Sonic Adventure. Where's that Sonic Adventure 2? This occurred to me the other day, with the way I'm doing the Sonic games, it's gonna be forever before I get to the adventure games. I still got plenty for my revolver. Oh, there's some up here. Oh, I do need to activate these comm towers. Got a great soundtrack game, but it's not enough for me to sit through these loading screens. That's a major pace breaker. Because that's our entrance. Now, I will admit, this is a pretty cool garden. So it looks like some of it's on fire. That does not inspire confidence. What's up, boys? Doing the movement! Come on, gang! Sometimes controls just don't want to pick up your movement. gotta be because of my headset. Beat strong slashes will knock an enemy down. Like I hadn't figured that out already. That's basic. Probably coming up on the end of the stream here soon. 2 minutes. Okay, anyone else think that's a suggestive way to open that door? Okay, this looks pretty cool too. It's a shame we got end things here. It's a little more somber now. Sort of something me on the Tommy gun. Why does the disc 3D keep popping up? Oh. Hey, big guy. Hey, I dodged that. Dust. I mean, literally, they turn into dust. What's this game rated? Is this game rated T? Yeah, it is rated T. Not a lot of blood I've seen so far. I don't remember this game being terribly violent. Alright, so Red Steel 2. It's still a lot of fun. Like, again, it might look like I'm struggling with the motion controls here, but again, it is mostly because of this right here. The Wii and just wireless devices just tend not to mix very well, in my experience. It would have been especially worse if I was using my Raycons, which is what I usually use for this so I can wear my hats. But in general, I think it's still a pretty good game. Heavily underrated. The story honestly kind of sucks, and the motion controls, they can be quite a bit finicky even without this skin in the way. But the combat is still satisfying. It only gets deeper as the game goes on. The art is just fantastic, dude. This is just such a memorable looking game. If you have a Wii and you haven't given this game a try, I highly recommend running it down. Just remember, this game does require Wii Motion Plus, so if for whatever reason you don't have one, be sure you get one if you're going to buy this game. No, sorry about that. But it's also relatively cheap. I got mine for like $14. I'm not sure if it's gone up in price since 2014. But yeah, highly recommended. But it isn't going to be for everyone. Again, this is a very motion control heavy game, and I know that's going to wear out a lot of people. And if you got a problem with motion controls, you'd rather just use buttons, there's nothing wrong with that. I perfectly understand, but just don't say the game is bad because of that. In my experience, when people say a game is bad because of motion controls, either they're completely right or they're doing something wrong. And that's not supposed to be a pretentious statement. That tends to be the case with a lot of Wii games. Red Steel 2 being a good example. Yes, the motion controls are a tad bit finicky, but I have seen so much worse. This isn't like Sonic and the Black Knight, where combat in that game just boils down to. Anyway, thank you for joining me tonight, guys. If you would like to see me do this every week, like and subscribe. Next week, we are going to be starting the Tomb Raider franchise. And when I say that, I mean the original Tomb Raider. And I am fairly sure we'll be able to play that one. Hopefully, no more unexpected circumstances arise. But you guys have a good night. Take care.